Let's get loud. Let's get loud. To the
Nah.
damn, my boy really not ready today, yo.
Nah.
What it do, what it is, what it ain't. Welcome back to another episode of the BES podcast, the best sports podcast
In the world.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. It's me and Eli coming at your crew. Hey, that's what you were doing right there.
I guess so.
Yeah, my partner's not. He's not feeling it today. He's not feeling it today.
I'm tight.
Yeah, we all are. We're about to get to that, but EJ's not here. But you already know, EJ, we love you. Stay safe out there. I am here accompanied by the one and only.
Yeah.
All right, the best first baseman in Hudson County. All right, you're defending softball men's champion. Okay, 2-time Dos Veces Fantasy League football champion.
Yeah.
And
Leave it there. Don't say his name. Just don't say his name.
who was there?
Don't say the F word.
The F word.
Double F. Don't do it.
I'm not. What?
I said don't say don't do it.
Yeah. And now I caught on. Sorry. He's still trying to level up in the hookah. Actually, hold up. Let me take this mask off. Let me.
No way.
Someone told me why your hookah mastery is rising the ranks. I think I should deduct points for that.
Nah. I'm getting help from Caro, that's all.
That's not who I. Hey man, everybody put your hands together. Round of applause for Eli, aka Mark Teixeira. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The Yankees need Mark Teixeira. Actually, no, Rizzo's doing his thing. Rizzo's doing his thing.
Nah, he is.
Yeah. He is off camera. Okay, we do have. We do have a certified lefty substitution in case it's not happening today. I don't think it's happening today. But being that our boy EJ is very, very, extremely, highly busy, go get that bread, kid.
Facts. Say facts.
We might have a lefty coming in for him when EJ is not around. Okay? We'll see how that goes. He has to pass the background check. Once he does that, we'll figure it out with the IRS and we'll go from there. But anyways, we do have what should we call you, brother? Just brother? Cool. Jeffro, Jed. Papi Q50 at one point. Now Papi M10 F10. Okay? Stay tuned for his arrival. We'll see how that goes. But Eli is also accompanied by the one and only, your favorite father. All right, the Hudson County's Derrick Rose, aka DeJuan Blair. I am Nefty, the man that makes fat look sexy. And welcome, welcome. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with the viewers, the listeners, as well as my podcaster. This is going to be an intense but short pod.
Yeah.
We are here for one reason and one reason only. As of now, unfortunately, our New York Yankees are in the World Series and they are down 0-2 in the series. Eli, take it away. That's all I got. That's all I. That's
all you.
That's how I'm going to bring that in. The floor is yours, brother.
I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where the ceiling begins. I don't even know who to put blame on. I really don't. If I had to start, we got to start with game one. We got to start why Garrett Cole, 7 innings of great work, and he leaves the game with 88 pitches. How about we start there?
Okay,
Let's start there.
we could do that.
Because we already know he's going to start game 4. It's been said.
He's starting. He's starting game 5.
Oh, game 5. We already know that. Why are we going ahead and taking him out with 88 pitches? He's going to get his rest. And we take him out.
And we already waited a whole week. Like we got enough rest.
This is the World Series. And Derek Jeter said it. I'm not asking him to throw 140 pitches, but my boy was dealing. And let's not get to the bullpen and show everything game 1. Because we did. They saw everyone. So the fact that not only do you go ahead and take him out, the bullpen starts. And boy, oh boy, was it a crap show in game 1. Do you want to go? Let's begin.
I don't. I actually don't.
He said no.
I just don't have anything.
Nah.
I
That's defeated right there.
I just don't have anything. It's just
It's some of the stuff we said since the beginning of the season that we're about to bring up.
well, that's my other part. We've been here since day 1 saying I think we already gave the blueprint of what's to come.
Yeah.
And we are here after 162 games, regular season. The Yankees went 3-1 and 4-1. That is 9 games into the playoffs. Now they're 0-2, so it's 11 games so far into the playoffs. And we still haven't made adjustments. Not just the players. Coaching.
Yeah, no, it's tough because everyone's excited. Like, oh, we took care of Kansas City. We took care of the Guardians. And we're both looking like, this isn't good. We just saw things that for the bigger picture, if it was the Mets or LA at the time, that we were going to have issues. And obviously, the Dodgers are exploiting everything. When it comes to their bullpen and how they use it, when it comes to hitting on what our pitchers are doing on certain counts, what our offensive guys are doing when they're at the plate. Because I saw some things that we got to make an adjustment.
1,000%.
And for the hitting aspect, for 1 through 9, there's no way that we're so aggressive on counts that we've seen multiple times that you're not getting that fastball. Like, I want you guys to do your homework. This is coming out obviously Tuesday, but for the next possible maybe 2 games, or if not more, I want you to look at these 1-1 counts, 2-1 counts, and let me know if you see a fastball in those counts. Because the Dodgers were not giving it to them. They weren't. It was a bunch of changeups and sliders on fastball counts, and they were too aggressive. Some of them weren't even in the zone to be that aggressive. And I'm definitely speaking to Judge when I'm talking about that. Volpe, what are we doing? Bases loaded, 1 out. And the slider wasn't even close. You know, first pitch, you're not getting a fastball. Slider, first pitch. 2-2 count. Slider. 3-2 count. Like, they were daring. Like, we don't respect you enough for you to go ahead and hit a pitch that's in the plate. We're going to expand the zone, and we're going to keep expanding into it until you show that you're competent to stay committed to the strike zone. The Yankees have not been able to do that as a whole. As a whole. Because we have guys like Stanton and we have guys like Gleyber and we have guys like Soto who command the plate, don't swing at dumb pitches, let the slider go by, sit on the slider, take it the other way, and take pitches that are in the strike zone and do damage with them. They don't miss those pitches. We have guys like Verdugo taking pitches away where he can be driving that the other way. We got guys like Aaron Judge, can't even see the ball. We got Volpe doing the exact same thing. And for a second, I thought Jazz was on that same pace. So there's got to be adjustments. And we got to switch up the lineup. Because what they're doing with the bullpen is, all right, lefty-lefty matchup, twice in a row. We'll walk the righty and go back to the lefties. So, boom, you got some homework, buddy. Especially if you're not going to do anything with Judge at the plate. You have to figure out something, and very quick.
I think I think that's one of the things that I'm picking up so far in the series, where it literally it seems like only one team is prepared. Like one team, regardless who you want to give the props to, because if you speak to someone like me, I'm not giving Dave Roberts any props. I don't think Dave has done anything to tell me, oh snap, this guy finally is out of his bad managerial slump. Because I do think Dave Roberts is a horrible manager. He just manages one of the best teams in baseball. Now, that being said, he also hasn't done mistakes. So that's why it looks like he's managing correctly or managing well, because he's not making mistakes. But in reality, he's just not doing anything. His team is really the one that's putting everything, all the preparation, all the studying. It seems like they're the ones just doing everything right. They know what are tendencies, what are our weaknesses. Okay, they know how to. One of the commentators said last night, and I think it was John Smoltz, if I'm correct, and he goes, when you get it, and it was Volpe batting. I think it was Volpe batting. If it wasn't Volpe, never mind. I'm not going to finish the sentence. It's going to come out pretty bad. But I want to say it was Volpe batting. And John comes out and says, if you don't come out here with an approach, you're not going to succeed at all. Now, basically, he was just stating that in the sense of batting. Once you get in that box, if you don't have a specific approach in your mind, hey, brother, you might as well just look at the next three pitches, because you already lost half the battle. But I took that as just the entire series. You got a game plan. This is the World Series now, right? There's going to be, it's a chess match from here on out. And it just looks like we are 3 moves behind. They know how to pitch to our guys, where to pitch to our guys, what is possibly going to be done, what our guys are pitching. That's another thing. I don't understand what our pitchers are doing to prepare either. The dudes that you shouldn't be pitching inside, you're pitching inside. And guess what? They're taking a yard. The only home run I think was that he went and got it was Teoscar. It was up and away, and Teoscar just went and got it.
Yeah.
But other than that, you can't really pitch Freeman. It was middle of the plate, but it was a little bit inside. That's his wheelhouse, like you said yesterday. Edman is another one. His swing is very close to the hip. He's not extending those arms.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why we're hitting these spots. Tim Hill got away with one last night. I forgot who it was that he pitched. I don't remember if it was Freeman. I don't think it was Freeman. I'm trying to remember. But he threw this pitch, and the guy just watched it for a strike. And I'm like, yo, Hill?
Yeah.
If he had the green light, just mentally, because they probably, at this point, they probably all got the green light.
Yeah.
But if he said, you know what, I'm going to swing whatever looks good, he was taking you yard. He gave you that pass. And it's just all around. To me, it's just all around. It just doesn't look like we're prepared. It doesn't look like we are willing to battle in this chess match. I know it's only 2 games, and it's in LA. We still got to go to the Bronx. Yeah. I'm not trying to be, pessimistic, I think is the word. I don't see change happening.
Yeah, like for the Yankees to win, they got to win the next 2, and they have to make major adjustments. Like you said, I'm gonna piggyback because I am gonna clarify a little bit or be a little bit more specific on as to what I mean. And it's the approach of the at bats. Like our approach with our guys is we love to be aggressive. We love to honestly get ahead on these counts. Which as a hitter, that's great when you get these 1-1, 2-1 counts. They kind of like control the game. But what these pitchers are doing is knowing that information and using that against you. And they did it all through game 1 and all through game 2. So when you're looking at your iPad and you're looking like, damn, why is this freaking slider beating me on all these hitter, I guess, counts? Take that into consideration. And by having an approach like he said was, if that ball is starting middle and it's going away, have that identification that that's going to continue to run. And by having an approach, anything away, leave away, and kind of like take, like Derek Jeter used to say, take your inside pitch and look in that tunnel. And some of these guys on the Yankees, they're not doing that. I want you to look back at game 2 and look at Aaron Judge's at bat, and then right away go to Stanton. 2 back-to-back sliders. Let them go. He's tunneling something he can hammer, looking for a mistake pitch. I can't tone in how many pitches that we missed, mistake pitches, but let me not get there. Let me continue. Stanton then got something, fastball middle, in. What did he do? He got a double, hit off the bag. We got to run in. You got to have an approach when you're up there. And especially when runners on. Our runners on this postseason is it's gross. It is gross. And it starts off with our captain. I know he had, hey, I can't be too aggressive, but like know where you're at in the lineup. And I want to give kudos to Glaber because he's our leadoff. He finds ways to get on base. He knows that he has Soto behind him. Like, know who's behind you, knows who in front of you, know what you'd have to do. So kudos to him to finding ways to get on. Stanton is... There's not much to say with him. He's doing his thing. We have guys that need to know the count, know what the pitcher is trying to do to us. And now vice versa. I'm going to speak about Rodon because he did this a lot. And we have to pick up on that. Because those same counts that I'm talking about on 1-1 and 2-1 counts, Rodon is throwing fastballs. And 3-2 counts, he's throwing fastballs. And they're all over it. Because guess what? They're fastball counts. And if you're not going to make an adjustment and throw off speed 3-2 and 2-1 like Yamamoto was doing and Flaherty was doing, they're going to be able to identify that and now take control of the at-bat. If I can go up on the count or even the count, I know I'm getting a fastball. So those guys like Teoscar and Mookie Betts did it well with 3-2. They take advantage. So take a blueprint out of what they did to us and use that. Because that plate discipline that we had against KC, having many walks, and in Guardians working the at-bat, I haven't seen that. I've seen a lot of free swinging, super aggressive. Like our job is to walk, score in running position, and make sure we can take out the pitcher as quickly as possible. And if we can't, it's going to be a quick series.
That's all I got, bro.
Yeah, Papa. And that bullpen, I don't even want to speak about Boone because I just feel like everybody's been on him. We want to go ahead and talk about making that decision to go to Nestor. Hasn't pitched since freaking September. We can bring up the statistic, like you said, that we're going to go ahead and walk Mookie to get to Freddie. I said I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Well, yeah, and then last night I DM'd you a stat that I saw where it was like 0 for 5 or 0 for 6, Mookie against Nestor. Granted, I get it. You know, sometimes you can't really look at that and just determine like, oh, this is what going to determine this at bat. But guess what? I said this off camera literally 10 minutes ago. If you're going to be a stat-driven manager, you might as well pick the right stats. Yeah. And you went along and looked away 0 for 5 against or 0 for 6 against Nestor and said, no, let's walk him and pitch to Freddie.
But my thing is to get the lefty-lefty matchup that you wanted, but knowing Freddie bats freaking ridiculous against lefties. So you disregarded the Freddie stat of him hitting ridiculous just to get to lefty-lefty is harder to deal with. And forget that, bro. It doesn't make sense why you would just walk Mookie to then if Freddie gets a hit, it's 2 runs and the game is over. It's walked off regardless. Why not get 2 chances? Why not, if Mookie gets a hit, it's tie game. Freddie then has to go ahead and get a hit. Why are we putting so much pressure on Nestor, who hasn't pitched in September, to go ahead and beat Freddie Freeman? He can't give up a hit because the game's over.
Yeah.
So what does he do? He challenges him because he can't mess around. Freddie said, I'm looking fastball. And said, yeah. That's on Boone. You got to go Hill there. And the walk was stupid. The walk was dumb.
Yeah.
There's no statistic you can show me that's okay.
Well, all 3 of us was watching the game, and as soon as we saw them walk bats, we all looked at each other like, yeah, each of us was like, I don't think I like that. And listen, we can be here all day. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's so much more to say. There really is. I can attack Boone for another 20 minutes. I can also sit here and say, which I really don't want to. It's unnecessary, but I can say that we also have our backs against the wall even before the game even starts. Okay, we have umpires like expanding and shrinking the strike zone at will, and it's not for our favor. Yeah, it's an excuse. I'm not going to use it. It is what it is, because even if that is happening, we're not even prepared or dominating in any other attribute of the game. So
Yeah, so we, everyone, and I'm going to speak not just Yankee fans, not just Dodger fans, but as a fan of baseball, why the hell do we have the worst of the worst calling the World Series? Why?
yeah, that doesn't seem right to me.
And for those who watch the game and know the game, 1-1 count, ball or strike dictates the at bat.
Yeah.
2-1 and 1-2 is completely different. And I was just seeing it day in and day out. Majority, yes, we're Yankee fans, but when they gave out the stat that it's affecting more the Yankees than it is the Dodgers because of the amount of missed calls combined, they favor the Dodgers. Cool. That's fine. But it also just doesn't help the fact that we're getting beat with these umps calling these balls, and we're not doing any justification as to free swinging on some of these pitches.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest, some of these pitches are not even in the zone for the ump to even make a decision. I understand 1-1 counts, it sucks, like I just said, but Papi, have you seen the swings that the Yankees are making on some of these pitches?
Hack Daddy.
The ump has nothing to do with it. It is so atrocious. When my brother, who doesn't know a lick about baseball, and this is no disrespect, Drew, but when he's watching the game and he's like, yo, Aaron Judge, I don't understand why he's swinging out a pitch is not even in the box. That lets me know everything. Because if my brother, who's not in tune with baseball entirely, it's been just a shortage of period of time with his friends, and he tells me, Papi, he needs to let that one go. It's not even close. That lets me know that I'm not the only one looking at this guy just swinging at the same pitch. So, Judge, I called you out, and I called you out on purpose because I knew when it came down to critical pitching that they know how to get you out. Make an adjustment. Make one. Tunnel a pitch in that is to your favor and cut that freaking plate in half and forget about the right side. Forget about it. Look, middle in, and stay just there. And if they beat you on the outside play, they beat you, but they have not. Everything's been on that white line. So this one's on you, Captain.
And just to end it, I also think that you guys need to learn how to do in-game adjustments as well. Like, there's no reason that we are third way through the lineup, fourth or four way through the lineup, and we are not picking up that they're pitching us, or not all of us, but they're pounding that slider or changeup low and away. Some of them they're throwing it like what's homeboy's name, Jazz and Rizzo. They caught Rizzo once. They're even throwing you guys. And it's not even low and away. They're throwing it low and in. And you guys are also falling for that. And it's balls. It's straight balls. They got Rizzo yesterday on it. Rizzo swung and struck out on his knees. Jazz, same thing, getting jammed up. And it's like, if it happens once, it's cool. I understand. We've played, well, the guys here played baseball before. I think we all understand that sometimes you get fooled. But bro, fool me twice.
Well, I think I do remember those two at bats, but they did make an adjustment in that last inning where Jazz looked honestly completely abysmal, but then he got to see that slider multiple times, was able to fight the at bat with a couple fastballs high, and then he got that slider again, and then he took it for a base hit, and then Rizzo again also looking stupid, but then he got hit by a pitch. Like, just making an adjustment in your at bat, knowing that, all right, I did get fooled on it. And then with that, fight until you get that mistake pitch that we're so good at doing. And I think that needs to happen 1 through 9. Like, damn, all right, cool, that's a good slider. But then, all right, lock in and identify that pitch again. Soto does it well, really well. You know, Glaber has been doing that all postseason. So other guys need to hone in on that same practice and hop on board. We got to have 1 through 9, especially with that lineup, because, dude, 1 through 9, they're just gross. And especially when our pitchers gave up 1 run, and that was Cole, and then our guy gave up 4. There's no way we only have 2 runs, 1 run in games that we need to go ahead and beat.
Yeah.
It was a mistake. We should never lost game 1. And game 2, it should have been a steal for us. Let alone it was vice versa. They stole game 1.
That's the crazy part. We could easily be up 2-0.
But it's the other way around.
And also, yo guys, listen. We need to help our pitchers out. Like, some of these defensive mishaps are insane. Like, let me just highlight. I'm not saying this is the one or the only one, but I'm just gonna highlight one real quick. There's a pop ball out of bounds, or foul play. Rizzo has to run backwards to get this, right? Soto, you also are running in, and then you decide to just not call off Rizzo. Rizzo is literally looking up while running backwards, right? The ball literally drops dead. Like it. Okay, if Eli's Rizzo, I'm Soto, and the ball dropped between you guys. It was close to both of you, but if I'm Soto, I'm the one running in while you're running backwards, looking up like this. I'm calling you off. No, let me get this out. Let's help our pitchers out. Now our pitcher has to go up there and get 4 outs.
Yeah.
And I don't think much happened that inning, so it didn't really result in anything. But God forbid that inning now turns into 4 runs. They're going to look back at that little situation and be like, yo, what happened? What's going on here? Game 2, it was the same thing. Now, Soto, this has happened to you throughout the whole year. No one's really picked you out on it because you're kind of just like helping yourself out in other situations. All right? We were watching the game. There's this line drive to right field, and you're going straight line to it. Now, if you dove for the ball, you might have made the catch. But if you, at some point, you need to realize, yo, I don't think I'm going to make this. How about you take a different route and get behind the ball instead of Now the ball goes behind you. This double turns into a triple. I think there was the Otani
And
hit.
they scored the run, yeah. They scored a run and it was a sack fly.
Cool. Let's say our pitchers are not making the necessary pitches or they're making mistakes, but let's not also put them in a bad predicament. Let's help them out.
Yeah,
Along with all the other stuff that we already said so far.
yeah. Especially because you keep him at second base, and that run doesn't happen with the sacks fly. You keep him at bay, that run doesn't happen. It's the little things. Little things turn into big things.
Well, I haven't. I said this last night. I would have to see because actually I'm not really paying attention what the third baseman is. But I mentioned this to Eli yesterday. What are the batting slash Boone? Because I know Boone, you have to be part of everything that your assistant coaches are doing, as far as I'm concerned. If not, then that should be a concern. But whatever, we're not here for that. Or I'm not going to waste any more time on you. But I can't remember how many outs up the middle that we've been out because of their shift. Are we like not finding the hole at shortstop? Again, I'm not really seeing, and I don't know if you guys have looked at that after I said it yesterday. I'm not seeing what really is the hole at shortstop. I mean, Edmonds. This is for your advanced analytic fuckers out there. Edmund is kind of shifty left to right, so it might not even make a difference. But I'm just saying, if Edmund is literally shifted up the middle almost every single time, there has to be some type of hole to the left side.
Well, I'm not going to give any credit to the Yankees, but for someone who hits, it doesn't help that the pitcher's also doing his thing. So when you're throwing your off speed stuff, they're sitting back enough and hitting these balls right where they're pitched. They know that, so they have them set up that way. What happens is they have to wait obviously a little longer to get it through that gap. They know Yankees are more aggressive. They want to hit it on the nose. They're not going to sit back and take it opposite way. That's an adjustment that the Yankees have to make. I said that with Verdugo. I said that with Rizzo. Those guys need to take that pitch that way. Our guys, like I've said in the beginning, are just very aggressive, very antsy. They're not letting that pitch get deep enough to then take it that way where Edmonds not there. We've seen a lot of hard hit balls that way. But it also is due to the pitcher going ahead, pitching away, and then going ahead, taking it up the middle, like you should do. But when you have the statistics that, hey, Yankees hit up the middle, they don't hit this way, let's slide them over. Let's continue to bury them with that slider. And let's see if they can make an adjustment. And it's been 2 games and no adjustment. So we'll see a lot more of that shift until we see guys go ahead in that bottom of the lineup and take that pitch that way.
That just goes back to our 2 main points. It's like you mentioned, adjustments, and like how I said, it just seems like one team is just prepared more than the other. I got nothing else. I already had nothing. I said what I could say. Oh.
No, yeah, man. We'll see. It's gonna be. It could be a very short week, or it can. You might hear us on Sunday talking about
the rest of the series.
the rest of the series. So
yeah, because actually, well, the last game would be hold up. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will be off. The last game will be Saturday, so we should be back here. If it does, for some reason, go 6-7 games, we will be here Sunday to report on the entire World Series or the rest of the series.
Yeah, so my homework for you guys is look at those 1-1 counts. Look at those 2-1 counts on the Yankee side. And look at those pitches compared to how us Yankees are pitching the Dodgers on those 1-1 count, 2-1 counts. And you'll see the difference.
All right, guys. This past week, basketball has been turning on the burners, right? First and foremost, we're going to start off with Big Ellie's Lakers. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. No. Listen, the Lakers look all right. JJ Redick looks like there's a culture building over there. I know it's early. I get that. I did watch last night's second half because by the time we got home, I think it was like after a little bit left in the second quarter. But what I saw from the Lakers last night wasn't too shabby. You know? What else is out there? Celtics, but listen, they kind of did similar things last year. We'll let that rock until we see. Okay, now it's time for these guys to buckle up. Maybe until after All-Star break. To me, honestly, I mean, we can report if anything crazy happens before then. To me, I'm not really paying attention too much with the Celtics. You guys kind of have to do what you're doing up until the All-Star break. Once fatigue and adjustments and stuff really starts coming into play. So this whole what are they now? 3-0, 4-0, blowing out teams. It's cute, but I'll wait. I'll wait. I don't know anybody else that's looking really impressive. Honestly, to me, it's just Celtics, Lakers. Nobody else looks pretty cool or crazy. Or the Thunder looks alright, but they look like kind of where they left off.
Yeah.
This year, I'm gonna pay attention a little bit more because now you guys got the experience. One more year together. Yeah, you lost Giddy, but then you end up getting Caruso. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be paying attention to the Thunder, paying attention to the Wolves. You know, two young teams that now that they got the experience. So to me, this year is going to be very important for you guys. Whether you're going to make a deep run or just, I guess, add more experience so then next year or the following years really, really get into championship contention. Philly, your ass.
Yeah. I told you it was nothing to worry about.
I mean, that's about it. I don't know. I mean, you could break down if you have seen anything from your Lakers or where you have seen that I haven't mentioned.
What I saw a lot of good things. But like I said, I don't want to get too hyped. AD doesn't look like glass, but hey, that can quickly turn. He looks good. He looks like our number one option, which I'm happy about. The ball is moving, it's not sticking, which is also great. I like to see Rui doing his thing. AR looks like AR that I thought he was going to do last year. So he's picked it up. I think when it comes to JJ Redick, he's made sure to get guys in positions that suits them. When it comes to AR, he said, "Hey, I'm gonna really tune into him and make sure that I can get him in a position to score." Then he goes on that run and has a 20-point game. Rui looks like rejuvenized. He's definitely a part of that Laker five where it looks like he took that next step. And LeBron's freaking 40. Like what he did with the Kings is just there's not many words I can say or describe to be like amazed, you know? Dude shot 100%. Some of these shots were freaking bump fades, turn around, 3-point shot. Like, what can you do when he's making those shots? I literally feel bad for DeRozan. Goes to the Kings thinking like, all right, I don't have to deal with LeBron, and the boy gets 32, 10, and 14. So it's cool. I like to see what he's done. I thought, hey, what the hell are we gonna do with freaking Hayes? And he's put him in positions to be effective and not just wandering around like looking for what to do out there. Don't even go there, but it's true. It's really true. It's like everyone has an identity. Everyone knows where they have to be. Everyone knows where they're gonna get the ball and be their best self. So it's nice to see.
You know why, right?
Shut up.
Hey, man, really give it to those guys. Salute. Listen, bruh. Just say it. No. Just say what we all know. No. Despite the fact that you guys went wherever you guys went into the playoffs, you guys didn't have a competent coach. Now you have a coach that so far, obviously, this is rookie season.
Very early.
Yeah, he might just be having a very lucky week for all we know. I'm not saying it is or it ain't, but for all we know, it is a lucky week, and then you guys get smacked the next 15 games.
Yeah.
You know? But what JJ Redick is showing is he's building culture. He's letting people know, listen, this should be your role. This is your strength, and we're gonna use this strength right here in these type of freaking positions. And it just shows that JJ actually knows what he's doing with the clipboard in his hand instead of writing contest without fouling.
Yeah. Yeah, the lot of his action that he's running on offense is honestly great to see. It's really not LeBron out there directing traffic. It's really plays being ran and ran not just for LeBron. There's things ran for Rui, for AR, for D'Lo, for AD. You know, so when I see those things and just trusting your guys and believing that they can go ahead and score, it's a good feeling. It was great to see, especially when they were down by like 22 against the Suns and they come back, just making adjustments at half, something that the Lakers have not been able to do at the halftime. Check this stat. The third quarter for the Lakers since LeBron has been there is abysmal. So to make that adjustment in the second half, in the third quarter especially, and do what they did it was nice to see. What I didn't say this to you, but or maybe I did, but it's probably nothing. I'm pretty sure that Malone will figure it out. But I do want to speak to Denver just because I would like not to be the first, but to just pinpoint something that may be a problem later down in the season. And I know that our guy, best player in the world, and Joker, he is 0-2. And I just want to highlight that because we all know that they're the team to beat in the West, but they do have a new looking team. And when you got a guy like Russ and wanting Russ to be a part of your team, and you lose Caldwell Pope, who's a 3-and-D guy, which I thought that was a tough loss, you really don't know where else to go with the ball. And what teams were able to do is do what other teams do to West. And that is, we're going to double Joker, and we're going to leave my guy Westbrook open at the 3, and we're going to live and die with him shooting threes. So that is going to be very, very interesting as the season goes on, because I think a lot more teams are going to do that. When you got Westbrook and Gordon on the court, you don't have that three-point specialist out there besides Porter. So what that tells me, they can go ahead and double and stick on Porter and let those guys shoot. So for Malone, I would like to see what he plans to do with Westbrook when they go to that lineup. And how do they not hide him? Can't put him in the dunker position because that's Aaron Gordon. But what type of action are you going to be able to use him in so that Joker can do his thing with passing the ball? Because if not, they're just going to key on him and let him continue to shoot. So I would like to see him make an adjustment. I don't see Russ being a 36, 37 three-point shooter. He's never been. He's not going to be. So that's something to look at going forward. Regular season, and obviously if they go ahead and make it to the playoffs, because we all know what Joker brings to the table when he gets there.
Denver is on it too.
Yeah.
Okay. Just needed you to fix that.
Oh, I said 2-0?
No, you said Joker is 0-2.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. Joker scored 47 last night. Everything you said is correct. I think a lot of their issues is that they can't really spread the floor. I know what's called, whatever Pope or whatever his name is.
Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, that's a very, very pivotal piece to lose. Denver should know that. Your Lakers also know that. So that is kind of tough. What just happened? Oh, I didn't see. That is kind of tough. So I think you're absolutely right. It's a lot of people that work inside the paint. A lot of stationary dudes that can't really stretch the floor. That's really gonna hurt them. I don't want to put it all on Malone. I know he is the head coach. He should make adjustments and figure things out. But I am going to agree with you on one thing. Joker should also be part of that and try to figure out, okay, guys, listen, it's not really working out, and let's do this type of thing. But yeah,
So I'm all right. I said this all in all so that people that are watching Denver is not making it like a Joker thing. My thing wasn't at Joker because, like he said, he dropped 46. He did what he had to do, but the problem is, and the key factor is
that's not his
that
strong suit.
correct. And the issue was last year in the postseason when Jamal Murray is abysmal that he does not that he has the ability to score, he just doesn't want to do it. That's not his ace of his sleeve. So my thing is when you have Aaron Gordon and when you have Westbrook, that kind of diminishes his best attribute. So yes, it's going to be a little bit on Joker and seeing what he needs to do to adjust to Westbrook, what Westbrook needs to do to adjust to Joker, and what Malone could do to get Westbrook going. Because if you make Westbrook just a stand-up three-point shooter, we all seen what he did with the Lakers trying to do that. That's not the best attribute for him. And I know Jamal Murray was my guy, but boy, the past 2 years, and in the playoffs, and for Canada, it just, boy, does he need someone else? Because he just comes and goes.
I just want to know.
Do you have any intel on where he is?
Murray? Nah, I can care less about Murray. Murray never really. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Murray is a few guys in the NBA right now that are considered, in that maybe not elite status, but a star. That in my mind, I'm like, oh, okay. I don't really see it, but sure. I guess the stats show it. So
I don't think he is.
yeah. And I would have to agree with you. I don't. Nothing that Murray has done made me think, holy smokes, bro! What a star, or all star, or superstar. This guy is someone that. It's kind of like Rudy Gobert, bro. I don't think people fear you when they step on this court. Like I don't like you don't really do much to like. First of all, you don't do much to. Oh my gosh, to help or compliment Joker. Like you're just out there just to be out there, in my opinion. Honestly, like I said, there's a few stars out there that I think the same way. Throughout the season, I'm pretty sure that I will maybe mention it. Murray's one of those guys. What I really want to get to is I kind of want to know. I feel like when you pick someone up or you bring someone in or whatever the case may be, there's a reason. There's a game plan, or just a plan. Why did you guys bring Westbrook? What was the point of bringing Westbrook? So we from day one, even without watching the 2 games, we all knew. Wait, how is Joker going to help out this team, regardless of whatever aspect, either offensively or defensively? Why are you bringing Joker in? Is there something that maybe Denver or Malone or whatever his name is know that we don't know? Because us in the outside looking in, we don't get it. To what Eli is saying, now you guys are 0-2, and we're kind of here like, yo, you can't stretch the floor. So what was the reason?
Yeah.
So going back to what you said, we're going to have to see what is Malone's adjustments. Show us why did you bring in Westbrook? Because at this moment, I don't get it. You just wasted a trade. You could have gone and got someone else. I don't know who was available either, because I don't really remember when that pickup happened and who was available, who was already traded, or whatever the case may be, if the draft even happened. So you guys went and got Westbrook for what reason? And I need you guys to show me why.
Yeah.
Because as of now, I don't get it. It's just not helping. It's not complimenting. It's not doing anything for the Denver Nuggets, in my opinion.
I just wanted to highlight that because that was something I saw. And here's not to say they don't figure it out and get it going, But for something that 3 or 4 games in, I did see that and go, that may be an issue. So other than that, I think it's I'm happy basketball is back and lets me breathe a little bit because these Yankees, man.
Tough. Shout out to the Rangers. The Rangers are starting off the season pretty strong again.
Yep.
The Devils, I know you guys won a few games this past week. You guys are, you're not starting the same way the Rangers are, but we don't look pretty bad either. If we can get back to how we were 2 years ago, I'm saying we because I'm a Devils fan. The rest of this, well, I don't know what Jeff is, but the rest of the cast is Rangers fans. If we can somehow get back, I know Phil Hughes not one of the Hughes brothers. They're not really brothers, but one of the Hughes I think has to get healthy. I don't really remember which one it is, but if we could just somehow tap into what we were a couple years ago, then we'll be in decent shape. What was the other thing? I do want to shout out. Okay, I want to shout out, but also quickly bring up something. Shout out to Angel Reese for having an extension with Reebok, if I'm correct.
Yep.
And in this extension, talks of a signature shoe has been confirmed. So I want to start by saying congratulations. That's a big thing. I am always about getting your money. All right, getting what you want. Make sure you get the right contract. Don't sign something that's not for you. But I'm also gonna step in and say, when are we finally gonna be like, hey, not everybody should have a signature shoe? We're letting it happen way too much in the NBA. I think Angel Reese does deserve it. I'm not saying that she shouldn't. But you are walking into your second year. I need to know why you even deserve. Like, what?
I'm not gonna speak on the WNBA side, but for the men's side, I think at this point, if you really think about it,
Like, do you know?
there's really not a.
Do you know
there's not
Scoot
that
Henderson
guy.
has a Puma Puma
bro.
deal and a signature shoe?
Yes.
Why? Like, why?
I don't even know why. I don't know why Ja has one.
I'm with you. I do know, but he shouldn't. And I don't like him.
You know.
I'm biased in that because I also hate what happened, but
No, correct. But if we go back in time, like, look at the guys that had shoes. There was very selected few. Very selected few.
yeah, dudes that move the needle, dudes that are marketable. Again, I don't want to.
We're not
I don't
gonna
want
go
to.
there,
Yeah,
but-
yeah. I don't want to say that all of you guys are not marketable.
Bro, there are players better than the players that are getting shoes right now.
Like, there's no way. Hear me out, bro. There is no way Scoot Henderson makes enough for Puma to be like, yeah, let's make Scoot number 2. To be honest, and they look cool. I'm gonna let it rock. I also don't think LaMelo even got one.
yeah.
I just, and then it's the dudes that go overseas. Like, no disrespect, why does AR have a signature? Like, what has Austin Reeves done for Lingning or whoever he signed to be like, you know what, guy, we're gonna give you a signature shoe.
That's with D Wade too. On top of that,
Oh, so I mean, D Wade. I think D Wade does make enough money, so to him, it's like whatever. Because I know D'Lo's with Wade as well.
yeah.
I liked it when Jordan was like, yo, dog, literally only 3 of you. Now it's like, well, 3 of you are gonna have signature shoes. Signing to someone to Jordan is fine. That's fine. You can sign whoever you want. But signature shoes, back in the day, it was literally only Melo, Jordan himself, and Chris Paul. Yeah. Like, I don't remember anybody else having a Jordan signature shoe.
No.
And then, then they wanted to give one to Blake that didn't last that long.
No.
Kawhi had 2 and then left. Kawhi left and then went to New Balance. So I'm like, yo, like, now it's just the moment you enter some sort of marketability or star level. Now it's like, hey, listen, we want to give you a sneaker contract and the signature shoe. Like, you're gonna move the needle.
Come on, baby, it's 2K.
If Angel Reese gets a signature shoe before Caitlin Clark, understand my point then.
Yeah. And that's no disrespect to Angel Reese.
You can say that. If she feels disrespectful, I don't give a fuck. He doesn't have a signature shoe though. He got signed. Like I said, you can get signed by Nike. You can get signed by Jordan. It's okay. Go off, King. That's fine. I mean, we should probably talk about that too, because that's another thing that I just feel like just anybody and everybody can now get a signature shoe. A shoe deal.
Yeah.
That's the case. Whatever. Then I guess there's enough money to throw around. But I'm not gonna harp on that because that's just you trying to get a signature shoe.
Yeah, back in the day, that used to mean something.
Bro, Julius Randle has a signature shoe with Reebok, I think it is, or I forgot what shoe brand he's with. Skechers. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Not everyone deserves a signature shoe. I don't care what the stats say. You're not a transcending player or someone that moves the needle in a global standpoint for you to have a signature shoe.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
You know, I'm going off, and I wanted to be very quick about this because I don't think it's that important, but I just wanted to bring something to light. Again, kudos to Angel Reese and anybody else that has a shoe deal. But do you really have to have a signature shoe? Like, who are you to have a signature shoe? And this is going to be my last point. Like I said, I want to be quick. I also wanted to say the big dogs also probably have to stop growing it. Jordan, I don't want to have Jordan 78. Like, why are we at Jordan? What is it, 43 now? Why? Why do you have 43 different versions of a Jordan? First of all, you should have just stopped at 23. That's what should have probably happened at 23, and that's it. And then just keep re-releasing it, re-retroing. Do the same thing you guys are already doing. You guys are giving us... How many pairs of Air Jordan 1s come out a year that are like a new colorway?
Yeah.
I don't need a Air Jordan 43. LeBron, I don't know what Jordan is LeBron. 21? Stop at 23, please. Do me the favor. Stop at 23. KD's also at 16 or whatever. Steph, I forgot what he's on. Enough. I don't need a Steph Curry 30. Well, your number is 30. I guess it makes sense. But I don't want to be in 20 years because I don't see myself. That's the one like childish thing I'm still on. I'm still a sneakerhead. In 20 years, I don't want to go into the store and be like, damn, bro, the new Jordan 78s. At some point, we gotta cap the number of signature shoes, and we also gotta really, 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 really get down to, do you deserve a signature shoe? Because now it's getting out of hand. In my opinion. My bad. I really wanted to make it quick. I went on a tangent. That is all I have.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's something you want to touch on. But that being said, then. Listen, bro, at this point, it is what it is. If Patreon, go subscribe. All right. Apple and Spotify, go listen, 5 stars. If not, hit us with the subscription so we can have a cup of coffee. YouTube, you guys are dropping the ball. Eli's having a heart attack every fucking 6 days.
Yeah,
go in there. It takes you 2 seconds. Just fucking subscribe, bro. It doesn't. Now I'm gonna have to be aggressive with you guys because now you're pissing Eli off. To me, it's whatever. Just do whatever you want. You know, I want you to listen and watch and subscribe, but you're not even listening to me. So listen to Eli. All right.
Can we get to 150, please?
Listen to Eli if you don't want to listen to me.
I told you, give me your Cash App.
Damn.
Give you the $3 myself.
And hey, everybody out there, happy Halloween. Make sure you guys are safe. Have fun. Be careful. Even that's the same thing as being safe. And we'll catch you guys next week, okay? All right? We love you guys. Make sure you tell someone you love them. Peace.